Right, it's Friday evening and I'm just gonna go through, there's some bits of video I've done through the week and I haven't quite put them together. So I'm gonna sort of try and do a catch-all video here with some random things. Right, we've been playing about on the back of the Defender and people have said, what does it look like if you take the spare wheel holder off? So I've taken the spare wheel holder off. I'm not quite sure why anyone would want to do it, but it does make the back door a lot lighter. So if you're doing small journeys and you're struggling with the weight of the back door, you know, you could travel without a spare wheel and tyre. Many cars don't, the Tesla doesn't. Tesla didn't even have any of that sort of juice you can put in it. So there is an option there. And I guess we could make some panels to cover the back of that. Interesting, a couple of interesting things. One is they've got these grommets here, so it's like they were contemplating putting some wiring through here to the inside, which is interesting. We've been scanning the back door here. You can guess why that might be. You can see our 3D little scanning dots. We've got the rear bumper tread off. We've also been scanning this rear corner here. So we're going to develop, and that corner there, look, so we've got some accessories, some things we've laser cut. We're looking at maybe making more production, and what we do is we've shown you this before, but we spray it with chalk, so I get all chalky. Right, here's the inside of the back door. There's some nice little things here. A lot of it is made from what appears to be a sort of aluminium, magnesium type alloy. Like, and there you go, there you go. I was going to say I can normally see it stamped in there, but you can see the ALMG there. So to keep the weight down and to get the rigidity up, Land Rover have obviously done a casting there. I think there's some sheet. Let me grab a magnet and see what that is. Yep, so handy magnet. So the actual skin of the door, as you can see, and the frame. Oh, now that frame there is alloy. So it's got like I think that frame is maybe part of this casting, because that's non-magnetic. So it's just that outer skin, that inner skin there. So the inner skin, but there's and there's an outer skin on the outside. So there's several layers to this. Yeah, and the outer skin is magnetic. So we've sort of got a metal, 2-3 metal skins, and an aluminium casting for the top bit, it looks like, which is interesting. The only other thing I noticed is they've got a big sort of plate on the inside here of some tricky material of some sort. I don't quite know what. Maybe I could zoom. No, it's not letting me zoom. But that's I think is to give you some protection from the door lock to stop anyone ramming a screwdriver through. But this rear panel, so you got the central locking motor here, you got the wiper motor here. This rear panel is held on with a series of screws around the outside, but be careful, there is, if you want to take this off, there is a little sort of grip handle there in that top corner, and there's a hidden screw in this top corner underneath the little rubber floor that forms the bottom of that, and there's there. After that, that just pulls off at the bottom, like that, and then lifts off. Right, and one thing, when we took the back door off, you've got this aluminium casting here which holds the spare wheel on, and some bolts go from the outside in, but they've obviously put some from the inside out, so that you can't steal when the spare wheel's off, because otherwise I guess you'd have no carry. And again, if you want to take the spare wheel carry off, there's this funny little rubber bit which the wheel rests on, and you have to sort of lift that up. It's sort of got a sticky pad to reveal the secret third bolt along the bottom there. So if you want to remove that, there's 3 bolts at the bottom there. So the other video I'm going to stitch in, people were asking me, does the Defender go into did it go into extended mode when we went wading the other day? So what I had to do was, obviously we had the tide level on it. Anyway, I'll put that video up next. Still haven't used the winch yet. I need to get some training, get out and use the winch. But it's tricky at the moment with this virus thing going around. And it's been difficult. We're trying to keep a distance at work, so it's been tricky to get Tyler in the workshop with me this week. We're trying to wear masks and keep our distance, so we're trying to sort of be a bit solitary. And where we're catching up where we were closed for Christmas, that's been tricky too. And George, who helped me last time we had a shutdown, is doing online school lessons, so he's actually got to be live online with the teachers. So I haven't got my buddy George helping me, but we'll try and get him helping tomorrow. I've also been playing with the mole rack on the side. I'll put that video up there, give you a sneak preview of that we've got coming. And I got a table full of projects. We're getting on with the dash cam wiring looms. We'll try and get those for sale. I'm going to do the B pillars on the Sport. I've got some B pillars. The Sport airbag seat, that dodgy Sport I bought with the crash damage where they bypassed all the airbags. I've bought a seat airbag, so I'm going to swap that in. Someone was recommending we ought to try this stuff here as a sort of protection on my wheel arches. So I'm going to try some of this ACF 50. Oh, the other thing I've got is I've got a Next Base. I've got all the toys here. So we've got this Next Base dash cam. So what I was going to try and do, because some people said these are good, so I've got no affiliation to any of these things. So, so we're going to try and run in the car and set 2 dash cams up and do some day driving, night driving, and have a look how the 2 dash cams compare and behave and everything like that. So we're going to do that. I don't know what else we've got on the table here. We've got loads of stuff that I've got to do next week, but it is tricky at the moment. I'm going to go home, stitch all these videos together. It's going to be a bit random. Right, when we went wading the other weekend, people said, did it go into extended mode? So we've got air suspension on this Defender 110. So we've got 3 levels. We've actually got 4 levels. You've got access height, which is the lowest when you get in and out the car, or if you need to get in a garage roof or get in a sort of multi-story car park, you can use the access height. Then you've got the standard road height, which is for normal driving, motorway driving, and that's the normal height. And then you can go in off-road height, which gives you extra ground clearance. But the car, you can't manually get it, and we might try and trick us into this. We'll try and do this at the end of the video. I've got an idea George and I are working on. But the car, when you're in off-road height, if it gets the jitters or senses it's grounded out, quite how it does it I don't know, it apparently has a little bit left and goes like, much like the Tesla. When you get to the end of the battery, it keeps a bit back for emergency. So apparently it can do that. Now, when I was wading the other day, I was so concentrating on looking where I was going, I didn't look at the screen or the binging. But if you look at the video, it goes bong, and I think when it goes bong, it actually, because it's got the wade sensors here, which are actually ultrasonic parking sensors underneath the mirror, it senses the water coming up, and when it thinks it's going to get to the air intake level, which is at this level, although on my car the air intake level is, the air intake's on the other side, and we've got the snorkel on the other side. So but the snorkel apparently is, I'm waffling here, but the snorkel apparently is not for wading as such. It's more to suck in clean air. When you're driving through dusty, deserty stuff, if you take air in at this level, it's all being kicked up and stirred by the wheels. Whereas if you take it up here, and notice it actually points backwards on the other side, it's stiller air further away from all the dust. So it's supposed to be a clear air intake, not for wading, but I think it probably helps. Anyway, the point is that the air intake level is sort of starts at here. So this is your danger zone. You can see here there's a little, so we got the car, right, so when we were wading, we've still got this line. You can see a dirt line along here, and I put this little red line, okay, and that is the level we waded to. Now, you can see if you extrapolate that along, we would be getting close to this, but we didn't. We were all safe, as you can see in the video. Right, so did it get into extended mode? So the car now is currently sat at access height. Now we know, because we measured it in the video, it got to 99 centimeters. Now 99 centimeters is sort of up here, right? And if you extrapolate that along, it would be well and truly right. So let's put it at normal height and see where that 99 comes to. So actually the other thing I did was I have sort of recorded here where our wade line is. So let me show you. So our wade line, I think, is about 81. Okay, so when we're in low mode, it's round and about 81. Okay, so that's right, which is now. Right, and check that as going up.
Yeah, definitely going up.
Yeah, right. So now we're in standard mode. Right, so what do we want to see in standard mode? So where would the 99 have come to in standard mode? So the 99 would have come to about here, okay? So you can see this is, if we'd have driven through the water, we'd have been up to here, which would have been bad. If we'd have been in standard mode, if we extrapolate that along, we'd have equally been in the danger zone there, right? Okay, so let's have a look. And also, if we measure this here, we should be something like 84, I think. We're not far off 84, okay? So that's high. So you can see it's raised at about 3. Right, now let's go. Right, I think I've got to shut the door for it to move. Yeah, there we go, it's going up. Right, so what we're really looking for is, where is this red line? Is it at the, you see, that's about 90, about 91, 92, okay? So if we'd have been 99 deep here, okay, we'd have been up to about, we'd have been weighed in here, okay, which if we extrapolate it along is going to be something like here, okay? So we'd have been close, but we can't actually simulate, but we do know that it obviously went up further, because that was 99. So in extended mode, but we don't know how to get it into extended mode. So me and George are going to try a little trick. We're going to jump in the car, we're going to put it in wading mode, and what we're going to do is we're going to hold our hands under here and see if we can trick that sensor, and we'll both bring our hands up together and see if we can trick it. But we're going to have to start quite low, aren't we, George? We're going to have to lean out the window. Let's see if we can do this. Right, so let's put it in wading mode. So let's go on to the terrain response. There we go, we use the wheel. Oh, too far. There we go. Oh, rock crawl. There we go. A bit wade, right? So we're on wade mode right now. I wonder where it's going to set the. So we're in high on the suspension anyway. Okay.
Would it make a difference if we go to?
Let's go to, yeah, that'll help as well. Good idea, George.
Because I believe it normally says in the top left if it said weight sensing not available. Did you see that?
No.
Let me get back.
Yeah.
When I pressed weight sensing.
Weight sensing currently not available. What are we not doing? Okay, so we're in drive. What mode are we in? So let's just go on the, we're in that, okay. Right, let's go, maybe we're in
weight sensing
currently not available. Why have we not got weight sensing available? Why is that? Is it because I've got a banana on the bonnet?
Maybe.
Mystery. Right, we'll investigate. Right, so we're in a pickle. We've got weight sensing unavailable. So if we go here, go back into through the tile, George fly it, I'm driving.
Yeah, weight sensing
current not available. So we're driving, I can't see, we've thought, so we know the weight sensing is done with the parking sensors under the mirrors. We've cleaned those. It's not particularly frosty this morning. I don't know why we'd have a particular problem. So we are going to pull up here and we are going to try and do a reset. So let's put it into park, right? And let's reset the Privy Pro system. So let's press and hold this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, there it goes. Right, now that should power back up of its own accord.
There we go.
Okay, right. Now so redoing that, we've just set the infotainment system, which I believe that is part of. So let's just have a little look. Source is finding the phones. It all seems to be there. So let's just check which. So in doing that, as it reset the mode, let's have a look. Hold on, wait for it to power up. Right, here we go. Yeah, so we're in wade mode. So it left us in wade mode during that reboot. That's good.
Now let's go over.
Let's go to the wade tile. No. Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
Okay, let's re-accept that.
Weight sensing
currently not available. Right, so we got no weight sensing, so we can't show you how we're going to do our trick. We'll have to do that another day. But there we go. So we've got weight sensing unavailable. We'll have to have a look. Let's just put it in drive again and just check it's nothing to do with being in drive. So let's imagine we're driving along here and we're going to hit a puddle. So George, just get out of that again. And let's just see whether, because I'm coming up to a big flood, I want to put it in wade sensing before I'm in the water.
And we are in wade.
And we're in wade mode.
Go up to wade sensing.
Go at that.
Wade sensing
So
not
available. Right, so I'll have to look into why that's not available. Right, there we go. There's another little mini vlog. We'll put that all in part of the vlog. Right, a few people have spotted our new mold plate on the side of the Defender. So I thought I'd give you a quick update on this. So there you go. So it's a plate we've designed to go on the side. You can see there it just sits, there's a gap there between. It mounts onto the same point at the bottom as the, where's my finger gone again, as the ladder does. I haven't got both bolts in yet. This is still I think it's like version 3. We've designed a few little features in it. We've put these little catches to take these. A lot of these on old Land Rovers are for sale cheap on eBay. You can get like a set of 4 and they're a good tie down strap. Obviously we've got to watch, might get some stainless steel bolts for it. We've got some other little features in there. We've got our branding, our HSX logo in there. We've cut an oval out so you can see the oval behind. We got some mounting at the top so you can put a work light on the top facing back or a work light on the side. Well, there we go. There's any ideas on that one? A couple of people have spotted it and asked me to do a little video on it. Driven to work this morning and we've got no radio station. So now yesterday you might have seen at the end of the wading video, it was a bit odd, but we've lost my voice prompt. But now it's saying I've got no station tuned, which is odd because I've got absolute 80s because I live in the 80s, and so I'm a little confused why that is not there. So let me just go in there and have a look and see whether we can so it's got the
15% off all hobs and hoods.
So I don't know why it was telling me I had
5 or more units.
Don't know why it was telling me I had no tuned stations there, because they were there. Weird. Another download going on the live apps. I'm not sure what's going on here. But there we go, you can see he's downloading away. Let's have a look what this one does. It might tell us what this one's all about. %. Come on, download complete. Let's have a look. View more. It says, there you go. Updates will install on the next. The view system configuration. So let's do the next ignition cycle. So it's on 1.9.7. So this isn't the Pivi Pro software. So there's 2 levels of software. This is the live apps software. So let me just show you. If you go here and go into all here, the sort of Pivi Pro software I'm calling it is right at the bottom of this first menu, and that one's on 2.0.6. But there's 2 software levels you've got to look at, which is a bit confusing. And I don't actually know how to get to this screen directly through the menu, but let's turn that off like that. I guess I've got to let it go to sleep to do a proper ignition cycle, so I'll let it go to sleep and start it up again. We've done the ignition cycle, so that all seems to be now. I don't know what they've done. Obviously they don't give us much in the way of updates here, so it may be interesting to see if wade sensing's working. Do you reckon they pooped it and then fixed it again but don't tell us? Let's have a look if wade sensing is now indeed available. Right, wade sensing currently not available, so no. So something is not right with my car somewhere. Hold on, we got another notification. It is installed successfully. View more. Here we go, view system. So yeah, we're on. It hasn't, interestingly, it's updated, but it hasn't changed that date from before. And today I'm doing it. It is not the 4th of January. I think it's the 10th today. So I'm not sure quite what that is. I'm confused. Anyway, so there we go. So that's going to be the end of the vlog, I think. So we have got broken wade sensing. We've got that weird issue with the radio not tuning. I don't quite know why this update doesn't reflect the date it was updated. Maybe that was the date the software was written. Don't know. So I'll have to talk to Land Rover and see if we can get some of those things sorted. I've done the high beam assist video and the lock-in video, the window video. So we'll have a go and we'll try and get some more things done next week as best we can.